You're the 152nd Star Wars actor I've interviewed, and this is the brightest lights I've ever.
Wow, these are bright lights.
Bright light! It's like, oh yeah, I mean,
Mark Gremlins reference there.
One of the Gremlins was here.
It's great to be here at Nashville. I've never been here before, so I'm very happy. This is great.
It's a great city. It's Music City.
Music City. Well, we're going down to the Hockey Tops, I believe it's called, later.
You're going what tonight?
I think we're going to watch some music and have some food and enjoy ourselves.
Where are you going? Because I know there's a whole group of us going on downtown.
Downtown.
Maybe we should tell them because they're all going to come to Tootsie's with us or something.
Something different. So that's when it really started for me. So that's what made us. We moved to France and I commuted to London and video games and things like that. We can all do them now remotely, which was something that lockdown really refined bizarrely. A funny monologue, but yeah, I went into the stand-up comedy route, as you call it, and was about 17 when I started doing gigs, and I just kept going. But I had a full-time job. I worked in the sports shop, but when I hit 19, I sort of went full-time, got an agent within about 6 months, and I just kept going. And but I've been really lucky. So voice work, being in Scotland, making the move to London was when it really started to become a job where you could be doing trailers. And so I remember being in the cinema and watching, I think it was a double feature for Romancing the Stone in 1984 and Johnny Dangerously, and hearing the voiceover, Don LaFontaine, I think it was, the guy.
He was like the big guy.
He was the man.
He was like the Michael Jordan.
LaFontaine, I believe, was an editor in the industry, and the editors, Spielberg and Co. or something, I believe this is true, said, "Who's that guy?" And he was slating the reelsman, take one. He said, "Oh, what that guy do?" And I think a few of the guys still do that. There's a sort of lineage of trailer voiceovers that work as editors. They make the trails.
10 minutes.
What was it?
What got you into the 10 minutes?
Well, it was an audition through, I had an agent at the time, my friend, and Peter Serafinovich and I were writing together for BBC Radio. He became the voice of Darth Maul. He very kindly gave Robin Gerland, the casting director, my showreel. And it was a bizarre thing. Like I got a call through my agent and went to see them at Leavesden Studios and just rattled through a whole load of silly sound effects and noises. I was doing terrifying things. Right, all that laugh. I was doing all this mad stuff, and she did say, "You're the most bizarre man I've ever met."
Yeah, I just met you, and I agree with that.
And she played it to Jordan. And I said, "Oh, okay." And I got the audition. In those days, you could, and he was take 3, and I had never worked with automatic dialogue replacement (ADR). The boop boop speak. And I was take 2. You can actually see me go, "Oh shit, what do you do?" And then speak, and then I got it. So I learned very quickly how to be a voiceover for cinema dubbing on that session, and it was like the Wizard of Oz. He was behind the screen.
Okay, yeah, faster, more intense.
And I got the third way. He said,
And a little angrier.
That might be the best George Lucas I've heard. That's a
"No, there's a guy that does a really good. He's got. I think he's going to laugh. I love this because mimicry is so subjective. I do lots of. I do your president as well. Great job. Great job. Thank you very much. Wow. Nashville. Wonderful. And so it's I used to be able to do our Prime Minister Boris Johnson. I could have been president because I was born in New York. Yeah, and Obama. I was Obama for a while. Now, I don't want to say with people in the world. We have. And Clinton was one I did many 20 years. I have to say I love this country. This is a great place. And I was born on the 4th of, thank you. I was born on the 4th of July, so I do feel slightly American.
You know who does a good Steven Spielberg is Ian McDiarmid.
Well, I think so. I should do that because it was a difficult. I said adding George. It's a difficult process. These are patinas, wonderful plot. Everything, the wonderful paintings. I love the way he talks about film. He's right though. These are wonderful paintings up there for you. And
Just say poodoo.
And I busted laughing. I said poodoo,
And he's just laughing. Well, you can't say shit.
Yeah, there's some of that video with you and the Booth and George.
Yes.
It's on one of the DVDs. I forgot which year it came out, but
99. Well, 26 years ago, yeah.
No. 2005. One of them came out, I forgot which one. It actually has you in the booth with him.
That's right. That's the thing.
It's about 5 minutes long.
Sorry?
It's about 5 minutes long.
I remember I wore a Ben Sherman green check shirt, thinking this is a cool shirt. But I never thought, of course, he's known for his check shirts at the time, and he was wearing a blue check shirt. And the first thing he did, he put his hand out to shake my hand, and he looked at my shirt. I made a face, right? There was this really awkward moment when we were just looking at our shirts. I don't know what this is about, but there's check in mine, there's check in yours. Maybe it was a check shirt moment.
That's his thing.
You go to any of the bars over there?
I don't go to New York. I came to Nashville.
No. There's a Broadway in Nashville.
Oh, there's a Broadway.
We have 2 in the country. We're a big country.
I believe there's one in Florida, but you have to go to a studio for that. I must find a way to do that. Yes.
Excellent.